Hi guys and welcome. Another custom location. Just on the other side of the bridge there's Murkwater, so I'm quite close to other stuff on the map here. In the background you can see the wreck of the FMS. That features in the build. We'll get to that a bit later. So this has been quite a long build. I've been doing this for a couple of months now. But well worth it. You'll see the size of it, the sheer size of this. I've been absolutely amazed that I've managed to put this much stuff down and not have major lag problems. So this is done on the PlayStation Pro. This first area here, I've made it look like over the years the sand has engulfed the road a bit in the park. It's just a little fill-in area. A nice big bonfire here. All the effects you see on there is from custom vanilla assets. Definitely a worthwhile mod worth getting. It's also what's done most of the landscaping. Any of the rocks you'll see, that's come from settlement supplies expanded. It's one of the few things that custom vanilla assets doesn't have. So in this build I'm showcasing a lot of stuff that I've taken from the Commonwealth as well. If you're not aware, I've made a video that shows you how to go around and grab anything from the Commonwealth you might like that highlights green. So a custom sign there, quite happy with how that come up. Those flashing lights have come from Warwick Homestead. So terminal doors, you can take terminals and the relevant door for that terminal and they'll work. Something nice to have on the build. Can't promise it's going to keep settlers out. So that fuse box there I took from Spectacle Island. The reason why I took that is because of that working door. Nothing big, but those small details seem to sort of help with the immersion for the build. I've just sunken some ceiling lights into the front of that truck too to give it that look. That little black engine there, I'm pretty sure I got that from Adam Cat's garage if people are after a little small engine. Let's go have a look. I'm not 100% on that one. So all that oil on the ground there, the wreck of the FMS on the top of it, there's quite a lot of that you can take if you want some of that for your settlement. It's my new little mini nuke manufacturing area. So all I've done there is got the mini nuke manufacturing machine from manufacturing Overhauled. Put it inside one of the machines that you'll find inside unlock settlement objects. So, and I built some access stairs as well. That's always handy. These things don't seem to want to work properly all the time. They'll jam up. So another terminal and door here. You'll find these all over the place. Those Mark 28 Warheads there, that's from a mod called Nuclear Warheads. I got that because of the ones inside the crates there. We don't have those normally. The chains on that door that I just came through, you'll find them about the place. They're all over the Commonwealth. So this is my favourite door. You just got to make sure that you grab the key card as well as the key card swiper, the door and the button that I used to come through initially. You get that from Wilson's Automatoys. There's probably other ones around the place as well. So this hopper system works. You'll see that there's some caged walls around the outside of that to help stop the items from falling out. Those walls are from workshop items. So that overhead crane there, I really like that. That took a while to do, but it was worth it. Came up good. So I do have everything I need here. I've got the armour, weapons and chemistry stations. This is just a little sick bay lunchroom area. So this is the machine that operates the overhead crane there. Those miniguns on the stands, that's from another mod called Workshop Defenses Deluxe. There's a few nice things in there, so another one worth checking out. Go through, see what you want. So you can see those hoppers and those walls a little bit better there. Alright, so now we'll go check all this out. This was one of the most time consuming parts of the build. All of the frames you see, none of that snaps together. Everything's had to be put together piece by piece. The Yangtze itself is about 38 floors long, just to give you a little bit of an idea of how much framework I've had to do there. So you'll be able to see the wreck of the FMS now in the background there. It comes in two pieces. It comes with an inner frame as well as the outside, and you sort of need to put the frame back in, otherwise it looks a bit odd. Just looks like big holes inside of a boat with thin walls and nothing else inside. So the Yangtze, it is really hard to place. I'm not sure if anyone else has actually been able to figure out how to do that. But your best bet's going to be at a custom location with a really big flat area to get it down to start with. So all of these wheels that you see, they've all had to be tilted and put in with place anywhere as well. Another time consuming task, but it's all part of trying to make it look like it's meant to be. So these reactors, episode and energy turbine, you'll find those. There's 4 of them if you're interested in those. This shelving, there's plenty of that around the Commonwealth to grab. It doesn't come together either, you've got to put it all back together yourself. Okay, so these lifts, you can take those, they'll work. Make sure that you grab the 2 buttons that go with it. Ignore the button that's fixed to the lift itself, it disappears. Make sure you grab the 2 free floating ones that go with it. Alright, so in here, the minimum radio, I've taken that. The spectacle island, fuse box as well, artillery pieces, the schematics. That spectacle island fuse box gives you 20 power, so it's powering the minimum radio. So because I couldn't do a dry dock, I had to come up with an idea of how the Yangtze got pulled up onto its platform there. So I've just flipped up a train, made it look like it's a big rail system there. There's like a big cable pulley system that retracts inside the train. So the Yangtze's been re-equipped. It's got 6 LBMs there. So that's the access to inside. So with those lifts as well, they all do different levels. Unfortunately, you can't set that. So you will just have to work with the ones that you find, or if you want to be picky and get one that does a certain amount of levels, you'll just have to run around and find one to cater for your needs there. So I quite like the effect of the arches here. Alright, so that's how we get in, but unfortunately we can't get inside this placeable Yangtze. I was looking forward to going in there and doing a little bit of decorating, but not to worry. So here's my manufacturing. If you're looking for an easy way to stop items from falling off, they're just the trims from the Vault-Tec workshop. In the atrium section there you'll find those. The only thing I've had fall off is the power armor chest pieces. One every now and then, not very often, but everything else seems to be good. Alright, so I've tilted up some doors to use as access some working platforms. You can sort of just see some of the objects going down there. We'll go down the bottom and I'll show you some of the stuff that's gone through. This is the control room. See, the grubby workers like to eat at the terminals. Yes, it took a long time to get some inspiration to do this area. I did not have a clue what I was going to do. It ended up coming up okay. It was one of the early things that was built, one of the last that was decorated. So that firepiece on the wall, that's another thing that I've taken. There's quite a few of those around. This area is the same as the other side, just different machines. So as we go past the truck here, you'll see the fuel tanks on the side. I've put those on as well. I picked them up from around the map. They explode. Right, so that's pretty much it for this area. So now we'll get on to the rest of the buildings and the nuclear power plant as well. Right, we have one of these available in USO, one of these forklifts, but I've grabbed a few from around the place for a couple of reasons. They come in two pieces, so you're not stuck with a fixed position. And the other one being that you can set the rotation of the top piece so it looks like it's doing something. And this big crane is from Hub City Auto Wreckers. Again, make sure you take the terminal that goes with this, or it's just going to be a decoration. So this is where one of the residents spent a lot of their time. A bit of a paranoid folk. So that's a bit of a natural water cooling system that I've done for the power plant. All of that water, the waterfall piece, the old gullet sinkhole piece itself, and the water, and another water effect. I took them all from there before we were able to get water, which has been added to custom vanilla assets. So, and you'll see one of the water pieces isn't in the mod. So if you do like that, you'll have to go get it yourself. So this tow truck, it's from Adam Cat's garage. Doesn't come with the wheels on it. Doesn't come with anything inside the cabin. I'll put those little foot pieces on the side as well. And so I'm quite happy with how all this come up. The smoke up there is supposed to be steam. That's come from Soldier's Ironworks. So that engine there as well, if anyone is interested in that, look for the overpasses. If you see one of the windmills up on top there, check and see if it looks like it's got what looks like one of the generators with the propeller on it that we've got normally. You'll find the engine within the casing. The propeller also comes separate on that. So this is the oil rig lift, so we'll go up there now. This has got the best view out of the whole place. So we can either go down to the next level or up. Now the regular FMS there, all the objects aren't loading up, but we'll get to that. So the water you can see down there, that's Swan's Pond. I thought seeing as he's dead he doesn't need that. So I've taken that as well. It's quite hard to take. Okay, so onto the nuclear power plant. This was another big inspiration in the build. So all of these pavers, I've taken all of those from around the place. You would have seen those about. A bit of a tree root busting through the wall there, some at the bottom as well. Alright, so there's that bit I was talking about from Old Gullet, the sinkhole piece itself. Unfortunately that's not in custom vanilla assets, so you'll just have to go get that. It is quite hard, so a lot of you are going to have a hard time getting that one Took me quite a while to figure it out. Now you can take these relay towers as well. So we won't bother going up there, that's just access to a working platform up the top there. So in this next piece over here that we're going to look at, I found it at the bottom of the wreck of the FMS. It's like it was a big bilge or something of the sort, so I've used it as a pump to make it look like it's for pumping the water into the pond there. So this next piece I'll show you, another mod, our workshop items as well. It's like a one-sided glass, it's blacked out one side and you can see through it from the other side. You'll see when I open up the showers. This is the workers area where they come to get all kitted up to go inside the power plant, and also where they clean up once they're done. So there's that one-sided glass effect there. I don't know if that was meant to be the way that that was supposed to work in the mod, but I'll take advantage of that. Alright, so we'll get onto the lighthouse now. The lighthouse, I've taken the light from Kingsport Lighthouse as well, so right at the end of the video, just a short 10-second show of the lighthouse working. This bridge was quite hard to get tilted right, or to get it perfect, what we got there. So with the lighthouse I didn't want to decorate the whole thing, so just on the lower level I've created a bit of a scene, like something's happened here. As you can see, the door's been knocked over, it's landed on top of the umbrella holder. The umbrella's fallen out. So everything's been messed up a bit. So whatever's happened in here, old matey from the vault, he's ended up dying. He's fallen backwards, knocked the bottom hinge off the door. And that's where he remains. Alright, so the wreck of the FMS, the idea was to try and recreate everything that was on top of it to start with, but there was no way in the world the build was going to handle that many objects added onto it. So I've just sort of made it look like that it was in use and transporting some stuff at the time. It's come into a bit of trouble. It's been bashing up against rocks. A lot of things have fallen over. It's a bit of a mess. That definitely didn't look right having nothing on it, so I had to do something there. Alright, so I've had to do a little bit more of a fly through on this. The build's that big. If I was to go through and show you absolutely every single little bit of detail and explain it, we'd be here for an hour. So like I said, if there's anything that catches your eye, if I can remember where it is, just ask me and I'll let you know. So we're coming to an end here. I'll just go for a quick wander over to one of my favourite spots to stand. Okay, so here's the lighthouse. Nothing too special, but it does add to the effect of the build, especially when it comes night time. And that's all from me. Until next time, I hope you've enjoyed.